We made it to Wyoming. We are here to do some backpacking in the Wind River Mountains. We have 2 separate backpacking trips planned, actually. The first trip is departing from Worthen Meadows-Sheep Bridge Trail. We're doing a big loop of sorts through the middle and northern Popo Agie Wilderness. Really hope I'm not saying that wrong, because if so, I'm going to be saying it wrong for the entire video. Today, we are taking the Sheep's Bridge Trail across the Middle Fork Popo Agie River, and then following the Middle Fork River up to the Deep Creek Lakes Basin. We'll spend some time up at Deep Creek Lakes to do some fishing, hoping to catch the mythical golden trout up there. And then when we've had our fill of that area, we're gonna head north and go to Smith Lake, Middle Lake, and camp up at Cathedral Lakes. Spend a little bit of time there. Supposedly there are tiger trout and lake trout in those lakes up there. And then we'll make our big journey back to the car. This trip is going to be in the ballpark of 35 miles round trip, and we're aiming to do it all in 4 days, 3 nights, but we brought enough food for an extra night in case we can't do it as quick as we thought. Well, it's raining now. We're 9 miles in. Currently hiding under some trees to see if the downpour lets up, but we're gonna be trudging through the rain for probably the rest of the day. We're about 10.5 miles in. We've got a smidge over 2 miles to reach the shore of Lower Deep Creek. Then we'll start wandering around figuring out where we're gonna camp tonight. Oh, by the way, the rain's gone. There's not a cloud in the sky. Passing a nice little lake that's just below Deep Creek Lakes. We're at 11.9 miles, a little over a mile to go. Super exhausted. Can't wait to eat dinner and put my feet up. Oop. Home sweet home for the night. We made it up to the Deep Creek Lake Basin, past the lower lake, up. We went partway up the shoulder of Windy Peak, which is over there. Found this little camp spot. Upper Deep Creek Lake is somewhere just over this ridge. So in the morning we'll pack up, head over there to do some fishing in the upper lakes. But I'm absolutely exhausted. We hiked like 15 miles today, so we're gonna eat some freeze-dried Mountain House lasagna for dinner and go lay down in the tent for the rest of the night. See you tomorrow. So, Upper Deep Creek Lake, there's another Upper Deep Creek Lake way back there. Windy Peak, towering above. And then the middle Deep Creek Lake is, you can get just a glimpse of it down there, and that's we're gonna try to loop back through the basin down that way. But we're definitely gonna spend some time here because this is epic. Woo!
Access spot right here and on the other side.
Sweet. Yeah, we found this lovely little camping spot at the upper lake. Not too far from where we were camped last night. Would have been nice to make it here yesterday, but we were like beyond done hiking yesterday. So We have plenty of time and plenty of food for this trip, so we're gonna spend the day here. And apparently there are golden trout in both of these lakes, so fingers crossed for the golden trout. And then early in the morning, like, we're gonna pack up before sunrise, catch the sunrise here. And then we'll have a 10-mile hike north that way to our next destination tomorrow. Oh, yeah, where is it? On your backpack?
I knew there was one in here.
Okay, Mason's got a golden trout on.
Oh, perfect, my hook came out.
Oh, nice, okay. Ah, golden, look at him. Wow.
Okay, yeah, I'm done fishing for
Woohoo. Well, we've completed our tour through the Deep Creek Lake Basin. Mason caught, I think, what, 3 golden trout and a cutthroat. I hooked one, but I couldn't get it in the net, so I feel like that only half counts, and I'm a little bit depressed about it, if I'm gonna be honest. Still much to look forward to. We got about a 10-mile hike ahead of us, and we need to hurry up so we can get there by dinner time and have time to do some fishing there. See you up the trail again. Making our way across the river. Okay. We've been hiking for a couple miles from that way up the North Fork Trail. Now we've got like 5 more miles ahead of us or something like that to get up to Smith Lake. Wishing these clouds would turn into the daily thunderstorms that have been happening every day because it's hot. Good morning. Trail update from Middle Lake where we set up camp last night. We hiked about 12 miles from the Deep Creek Lake Basin to Middle Lake, which is between Smith Lake and Cathedral Lake. It was an exhausting day yesterday, so we got here at like 7:30 p.m., set the tent up and made dinner and went straight to relaxing in the tent. Today we're going to do some fishing, and then turns out I can't read maps or do math, and we have quite a longer hike out than I realized. We're going to have to probably break our hike out of here into two, like we'll camp out halfway and break it up into 2 half days. So we're going to do some fishing here this afternoon, pack up and hike halfway out, and then finish the rest of the hike back to the car in the morning. My phone battery is not going to make it a whole lot longer, so this video will probably end soon after we do some fishing here and get going. So before the video ends, just want to thank you guys for watching, and leave me a comment if you have any questions or any feedback about our trip. Every cast, tons and tons of little brook trout here. Like literally every cast, one of these little guys. We've packed up and left Middle Lake. Stopped and did a little fishing at Smith Lake as well on the way by. And those lakes are definitely ruled by a bunch of little brook trout. We did see some small, very small trout that looked different from brook trout and couldn't catch them to see what they were. But we both caught a bunch of brook trout there. So now the plan is to make it as far as we can tonight. Find somewhere to camp out near some water, and then we'll finish our hike tomorrow morning, day 5. And we're gonna hurry back to Lander to get some takeout burgers and stuff from the Gannett Grill in Lander. Get ourselves cleaned up and resupplied, and then take a rest day before hitting the trails again. From the Scab Creek trailhead over on the other side of the mountains in the Bridger Wilderness. So that'll be episode 2 of this Wind River backpacking trip. Moo! So many little baby birds.